Today, Dunster is a bustling town, but retains one of Britain's best examples of medieval town layout. The castle, originally a Norman fort built out of wood but later rebuilt in stone, dominates a main street that still today retains the shape of the original borough town. Behind the Luttrell Arms, itself dating back to the late 1400s, works have revealed the layout of lost buildings. Excavation here in 2016 revealed long, thin plots. The plots either side of the high street would have been this way. The expensive street frontage would have been narrow, and many of them shop fronts with the living areas behind. The excavation also revealed a later circular structure, maybe an oven for baking or a kiln for drying barley for brewing. Perhaps the shop front could have been a small alehouse even then. The royal forest took on increasing importance for hunting and for grazing animals on the royal land, said to number 43,000 by the early 1600s. The wool trade became a key contributor to local income, and in Dunster you can still see the wonderfully preserved yarn market, built in 1609, where farmers and buyers would haggle for the best product at the best price. Forest law was administrated by a special parliament, and there were inspections of the forest boundaries known as perambulations. These are continued to this day, although they serve no real purpose. It's a link to the past for locals and visitors. It's interesting to see how the pattern of farms and villages recorded almost 1,000 years ago so closely resembles that of today, with some notable exceptions. Cross the bridge at Malmsmead and you'll find signs to Badgery Valley. Badgery, just as Exford and Dunster, was recorded in the Domesday Book as a growing village. But here is Badgery today. On the one hand, it's a fascinating place to explore traces of field enclosures and dwellings as they would have stood some 700 years ago. On the other, it poses the question, why, when other towns flourished and grew, was this one abandoned? Perhaps some local plague or other catastrophe led to its decline. Or perhaps it was simply that better wages could be found elsewhere. Something you can ponder on yourself as you walk back down the valley, which rather later would earn itself a completely different name.